Transform your home into a haven with cool, pure, clean air, creating a world of perfect comfort. Take your home to the next level with the air specialists.
Well, I hope you're lucky enough to be settling in tonight. The autumn winds arriving and temperatures dropping. It is going to be a very chilly start to the day tomorrow. Let's go to this photo. I love this because the sand can replicate what clouds do due to the movement of either air or water across them. And it can be a little bit of a mirror image at times. It's a great shot from Tracy, almost revealing that the clouds looking very similar to the sand below. Over the past 24 hours, we had that burst of wet weather, some heavy falls and the powerful winds that were roaring overnight. The autumn winds are blowing because of that low, spiralling away, pulling away from the coast, but it threw north a cold pulse of polar air that is now moving anti-clockwise around the high. So temperatures dropping tonight right throughout inland communities of northern New South Wales and Queensland as well. The low still big, slowly pulling away. The swell will be hitting us overnight. There's a really big tide overnight. Coastal erosion has been occurring. There's more to happen over the next 24 hours as the winds ease but remain out of the south. Ex-tropical cyclone Olga continually breaking down. Very little cloud cover, very dry and really quite cold. This is autumn now, right throughout central eastern Australia, but still very warm in the west, but very little in the way of cloud or wet weather or storms around the nation. So today, well, it was very, very wet right throughout the exposed areas from Port Stephens up to Seal Rocks. The showers pulling away. It was chilly this morning, wind chill factors as expected, and we reached the low 20s. Very cold tomorrow morning for the valley. Southerly, southwesterly winds trying to shift around to the south, southeast as we progress towards the end of the day. Little bit of clouds skimming across the coastal fringe, but generally it's the autumn skies. That is clear and cool, and a lot of air still moving around at the moment. So usually that makes it difficult for things like frost or fog to form. So we should have a fairly clear morning. A little bit of the cloud running along the coast. The chance of a shower across the exposed coastal areas still there, but very minute. We're looking at tops of about 22 to 23 again. So low 20s generally right throughout Central Coast, Lake, Port Stephens, Newcastle, suburban areas. Then a little bit warmer inland, 23s, 24s, still fairly cool. Colder though tomorrow morning, well and truly into the single digits there, down to 5, 6, 7 degrees tomorrow morning for the valley floor. Still big swell pumping through, solid 4 metres, trying to ease off a little bit throughout tomorrow. Strong wind warning remain in place. As I said, big tide is overnight. Coastal erosion occurring there. Sun's up. It'll be cold just after 6 to 6:30 tomorrow morning. Then the sun will set at about 5:37. High tide tomorrow morning, 10:17. Still looking at 3 to 4 metres of swell, but it is abating from here on in. Partly cloudy, generally fine. It's a good-looking weekend. I love a 24. A little bit drier. The winds around to the south, southeast. They will settle. Fabulous cold starts. Big temperature swings on the way for the valley over the weekend, but shaping up nicely. Let's go to the coast and check it out. Well, as expected, it was a wind-blown affair. Protected southern breaks like knobbies. Couple of surf riders got out there to try and take it on. Looking better tomorrow. Southwesterly winds, solid swell, point breaks working up and down the coast. Good luck.
Where he became best buddies with their dogs Peggy and Ruby. Social media fame followed. Also brought the attention of wildlife authorities, who in March took Molly away.
I had to make the toughest decision of my life and I handed a wild bird to be in captivity.
Because it's illegal to keep wildlife as pets. But outcry from everyday Queenslanders has brought about a breakthrough.
We have identified a pathway for them to secure an appropriate permit so that Molly can be returned home.
Our hearts are really happy right now. There's so many voices everywhere, voices of support, emails, phone calls, signing of petitions. We're just so overwhelmed with, the support for Peggy, Molly and Ruby. We really look forward to speaking with the department tomorrow to finalise a solution to bring Molly home.
The Department of Environment says permits to keep wildlife are rare. And while there's no time frame for Molly to reunite with his family, the Premier's intervention means authorities are now working to get him home as soon as possible. Peggy and Ruby can hardly wait.
She sits at the window waiting for Molly. She hears the other magpies. She runs to the window.
Oh, now my day's complete.
Yeah, common sense prevails.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Absolutely.
That's NBN News for this Wednesday. A current affair is up next, and we'll have updates throughout the evening.
So thanks for your company from all of the NBN team.
Good night.
Good night.